Welcome to The Explainer. Okay, so just when you thought AI couldn't possibly get any more powerful, boom, OpenAI drops its next major model, GPT-5. Today, we're going to break down exactly what this leap means and why everyone is calling it a truly groundbreaking moment in tech. So to really set the stage here, let's start with a quote from OpenAI CEO Sam Altman. He put it this way: "The leap from GPT-4 to 5 is like going from a pixelated screen to a retina display." And honestly, that's the perfect way to frame it. This isn't just a small improvement. We're talking about a fundamental shift in clarity and capability.
And look, the consensus is already crystal clear. This is not just another incremental update. No way! It's a fundamental jump, one that's already changing what we even thought was possible with AI.
All right, so what does this quantum leap actually look like? Let's dive into our first section where we'll cover what's new under the hood and, maybe more importantly, how you can actually get your hands on it.
Okay, so the rollout kicked off on August 7th, 2025, and they're doing it in tiers. If you're a regular ChatGPT user, you're probably already using one of the new base models, Standard, Mini, or Nano by default. Now, if you're a subscriber, you get access to the really powerful stuff, GPT-5 Pro. And for big companies, there's a whole new tier called GPT-5 Thinking for enterprise use.
All right, now let's get to the real meat of this upgrade. It's intelligence. We're talking expert-level stuff here. In this next part, we're going to explore the huge improvements in how this model performs and, well, for lack of a better word, how it thinks.
Get ready for this number, 80%. That's a huge number. According to OpenAI, that's how much they've cut down on hallucinations. You know, those weird moments when an AI just confidently makes stuff up. An 80% reduction, that is a massive, massive step forward for making these tools reliable.
And this really puts that change into perspective, right? You know how GPT-4 could sometimes spit out factual errors? Well, GPT-5 is just far more grounded in reality. The result? Dramatically fewer mistakes. It's just a much, much more trustworthy tool.
And these improvements aren't just theoretical. They're leading to state-of-the-art results in some seriously tough fields. We're talking advanced mathematics, complex coding, multimodal tasks, you name it. And get this, in a lot of these areas, it's now matching, and in some cases, even beating human experts.
So you're probably wondering, how does it pull this off? Well, part of the secret sauce is this new thing called a smart router. Think of it like a little traffic cop inside the AI. When you ask a question, it instantly decides, okay, is this a simple question that needs a quick answer? Or do I need to do some deep, heavy-duty thinking? This is brilliant because it optimizes for both speed and the quality of the answer you get.
Okay, enough of the technical stuff. Let's talk about what this means for you. This next section is all about your new superpowers. We're going to get into the incredible practical things you can do with this, like right now.
Okay, if you're a developer, listen up. This is an absolute game changer. I mean it. You can literally just describe an app idea in plain English, and GPT-5 will do the rest. It'll design the interface, it'll write the code, it'll even debug it for you, and then spit out a fully working, responsive web app. That's real end-to-end development from a single prompt.
And hey, it's not just for the techies. If you're a creative, this thing has what some are calling literary finesse, emotional nuance, and structured creativity. What does that actually mean? It means it can write much more sophisticated poetry, screenplays, stories that have a real feel for emotion and what makes writing, well, good.
The real-world skills just keep coming. For example, it can act as a kind of healthcare assistant, giving you proactive advice, though obviously it is not a replacement for a real doctor. But then there's this other thing. It's amazing what are called agentic tasks. That's just a fancy way of saying it can automate really complex multi-step jobs that involve using other tools, like hopping on a web browser or using an API to get something done for you.
So, it's not just about raw power. The whole user experience, the feel of interacting with it has been refined. It's safer, it's sharper, and believe it or not, it's more honest. Let's talk about the AI's new personality and its safety features.
Okay, quick question for you. Have you ever gotten just a little bit annoyed by an AI that's, well, a bit too eager to please? I'm talking about the constant exclamation points, the smiley faces, the whole "I'm so happy to help" vibe.
Well, it seems like OpenAI heard you.
GPT-5 was actually designed to be less sycophantic. That's a fantastic word, by the way. It just means it's less of a suck-up. It's programmed to give you more direct, more thoughtful, and more honest answers instead of just trying to guess what you want to hear. And this part is so cool. You can now pick from preset personalities. So if you want a skeptical, critical take on something, you can just turn on the cynic. If you need some empathetic support, you switch over to the listener. Or if you want a super detailed technical breakdown, the nerd has got you covered. It's a really easy way to adjust the tone without having to write those long, complicated custom prompts.
Of course, with all this incredible power comes a huge need for safety. And OpenAI is stressing that GPT-5 was built from the ground up with robust safeguards to prevent misuse, especially in really sensitive and high-stakes areas, like biology.
All right, for our final section, let's zoom all the way out. Let's look at the bigger picture, the road ahead. We're going to touch on the elephant in the room, AGI, plus the economic impact and the ethics of all this.
First, let's talk money. The economic impact. Sam Altman is on record predicting that GPT-5 is going to drive a $100 billion boom in enterprise AI. Just let that number sink in. That's the scale of the financial shift we could be looking at.
And naturally, this leads to the one big question that everyone asks anytime a powerful new model like this comes out. Is this it? Is this true artificial general intelligence? Is this AGI?
Well, Sam Altman's answer is pretty nuanced. He calls it a significant step toward AGI, but he's also very clear that we are not there yet. What's the key missing ingredient? Real-time autonomous learning, the ability for the AI to actually learn and adapt continuously, all by itself without new training runs.
And that brings us to this final and honestly pretty profound quote from Altman. He said that this breakthrough feels like the discovery of nuclear power, beautiful and terrifying in its scale. And wow, that just perfectly captures both the immense potential and the incredible responsibility that comes with a technology like this. So we'll leave you with this thought. GPT-5 is here. It's more powerful, more capable, and it's going to be more integrated into our world than anything before it. The ultimate question really isn't about what it can do anymore. The question is, how will we choose to use all that power? Thanks for watching The Explainer.